Hey everyone, welcome to MeepleBits. Thanks for joining me today. In today's episode of Tabletop Simulator, we're going to go through the game Break the Code. This one is a community created mod, so it is available in the Steam Workshop. Links in the description below. This one titled Break the Code Scripted English French. Both languages are available. This mod by community creators Sileo and Ergnar. As always with the Tabletop Simulator series, we're not going to dive into the rules or an extensive how to play, more so focus on what is scripted for you, and then what you, the users, are going to have to manage, maintain, and control on your own. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right into this version of Break the Code. Hey everyone, welcome to Break the Code on Tabletop Simulator. I'm joined here by my tablemate. And so I'm going to go through the assets really quickly so that you know what's available in this mod, and then kind of show you exactly how to use it and what's scripted so that you know everything to do and how the nuances work. So very quickly, there are 4 table mats or, cards around the table for up to 4 players. There is an English book, or there is a rulebook in French and a rulebook in English, as well as the cards available in both languages. So when you are ready, just have all players take a seat. Myself and my tablemate, we've already chosen red and blue for ourselves. Now, one thing to remember that in a 2-player game, per the rules, you are attempting to solve the code for the other person at the table. In a 3 and 4-player game, you are attempting to solve the code for the remaining tiles that are left in the middle. So just remember that for when you're filling out your card on what code you're trying to solve, not other people's in a 3 and 4, the other person 2. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and click this play in English. And what's going to happen from there is that it's going to hide the other person's card, deal out the 6 available question cards, deal out our codes. So mine being 0, 1, 3, 4, 6. Also explicit colors of white, black, 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 white. So that's one thing that you definitely want to keep in mind, because when solving the codes, that does matter. Additionally, down here, you're going to use just sort of this top row in a 2-player game, and then the other rows when there's more players. Oddly enough, the rules do say to use the bottom row in a 2-player, but how the scripting works here is that it does put the people from top to bottom. Small nuance, not a big deal, right? So go ahead and just go with it. So any clues that you glean from asking questions up here, you are going to then populate and fill them out on your cards down here. So once they put the card into the middle and, they're going to ask their question for this one, how many tiles do you have with equal numbers? Well, I have no tiles with equal numbers, so answer honestly and say 0. Then they're going to click the button, and then how the scripting is going to work is that it's going to discard that card and then pass the turn to the next player. Then on your turn, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to either choose from the cards up here or infer the solution. So example, I'll just plug in my code here, for example, 0, 1, 3, 4, 6. So when you're solving for the either other people or the code in the middle of the table, this is where your answer goes. So let's say my code were the answer that I was attempting to solve for, 0, 1, 3, 4, 6. Then I have to toggle the colors that it is not. So the 0 is white. So I'm going to check, or I'm going to put the X's through black and green. Then the middle 3 are black. So I'm going to leave black open. And then the far right one is white. So you're always going to have 2 check marks so that you have one number and then one color unchecked. And this is how the scripting is going to validate your solution. So in my case, if I wanted to, say, put forth this as my answer, I would click this, and it's going to basically say that I'm wrong because I typed in my own code. So then that's my turn. I don't get to ask a question. So now my tablemate, they're going to take their turn. And then let's say they plugged in the code 0, 1, 3, 4, 6. Also matching the color, white, black, 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 white. Then on their turn, If they've got that solution correctly, then they're going to have a pop-up stating that it's a valid code and it's accepted. And then per the rules, I do get one more turn to try to find out their code with any other known information. Now, I don't know what it is, so I would just basically plug it in again, and then the game ends. Tablemate wins in this instance. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you have any questions about Break the Code, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm happy to answer them as best as I can. If you've enjoyed the content, you like the video, really appreciate the support. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, until next time, thanks so much for watching.